how would you describe like the drama industry recent improvements towards BAM actors? So like basically actors within the industry now, like how do you describe like how it was in the industry for you? Like?
It's improved drastically. Like when I was on Channel 4 Raised by Wolves, you can go check this, watch that show.
Yeah,
I was the only, I was the only black person on the whole show. Like I was the token black guy, and a lot of racism happened behind the scenes as well. There was a lot of segregative things. Like there was a lot of situations where I found myself in because of my color, and you don't even know this, but
we're all on set. This all on literally all on
yeah,
set.
on set there was things that happened, and also lighting. There's certain scenes where I was like purple or something, and it was because they didn't know how to light for black people. No gas. I didn't know this when I watched it. I was still in contact with my tutors from Wolverhampton. One of them was called Katie or Kate or something like that. Mm-hmm. And she called me and she told me that they haven't lit you properly on this show.
No way.
They don't light properly for black people sometimes. Obviously at that time, because remember that was a good 8-9 years ago now. So it's obviously it's still improved.
Still because even now I'm trying to think UK, but do you get what I mean? Since then, because I go to uni now, so like since then obviously must have evolved, but like for them to call like and clock that mistake, like definitely that's crazy to me, because this is big Channel 4. You would reckon that they would know these things, type thing. So yeah.
But now Black Panthers came out. That was a lot for the black community. Obviously, the Black Lives Matter. Everyone was getting behind that. There's a lot of strong, prominent black figures right now. A lot of strong, prominent black influencers, female and male. So because of all of that, I feel like we're in a good place and we're getting better. Obviously, it's still not the best. And to be honest, it's not just about me. When I watch shows, I'm very unbiased. When I watch shows, I'm like, where are the Asians? Where are the Indians? Where
other ethnic minorities?
Where are the other ethnic minorities?
Yeah.
I'll be watching shows all the time and I'll be like, all right, cool. No one in this whole show has had a turban on. When I'm growing up, if I leave my house where I'm from, I'm gonna see at least one turban or a burqa. Do you get what I'm saying? No one in this whole show, in this whole universe of a show, no one has a turban on. Like, why not? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, and accents wise as well. It's loads of multicultural, loads of different places from like London to Birmingham to Manchester to Liverpool. We all one.
100%.
If you watch Top Boy, it's just Londoners. They said, Ashley Waters hit me up about Top Boy before it was even airing. And he was like, just London though, bro. Sorry. Same with Rapman. He was like, yeah, come in. He wanted me to do a cameo and all that, but he was saying he would give me a role, but Birmingham, it don't make sense. And man could have been a uni student. I could have been a cousin. I could have been anything. But they just want to people's mentality. It's like there's a thing where they just want to keep it one. But when they go to America and they get told that when they get segregated over there, they get angry. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like people.
Let's just be one wherever we are. Let not be here or there. Do you get me? Let's work together. And I feel like that's how it has to be with the whole entertainment industry in general. Anyway, do you get what I'm saying? That's why I thought like I come to ask you, like, since we're following on to my next point, like, so now you've got the exposure. You're now starting to get labels. Starting to get their attention from agents, from people, from the industry. How do you now deal with it, and how do you now go and carry yourself professionally? Because like some people, like for example me, like who hasn't blown yet, like I might get that one deal from I don't know, ITV, and they hear me out. I don't know how to deal with it. Do you get what I mean? Because this is my first time. This is my first looking now. Do you get what I'm saying? So for people who may not know or who are on here, who may not know how to handle that, or may not know how to come into the industry properly, what did you do to handle that basically?
I had to take some hours and learn by mistakes. I never had anybody. I never had someone like me now sitting in a workshop to tell you, So I learned a lot. So there's a lot of do's and don'ts in this industry, and a lot of things can get you in trouble. And even things that are coming out now, There's a lot of things that
cancel culture, everything is crazy.
Exactly, these cancel cultures. A lot of things that back in the day you do that you can't do now. There's a lot of jokes I was telling that would be labeled this or labeled that. And
It's quite sensitive
and
and
offend
whatnot.
that person. So it's even harder now. When I was coming in, I'm not gonna lie, it was probably a little bit easier, but at the same time, there's still big things like I was gonna have a brand deal for 7K with Coca-Cola.
Okay.
And in one of my sketches, we mentioned like a boy and a girl just doing something with each other, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
They didn't like that, so they sorry, Mr. Johnson, we got to pull out. And we got to pull out, like literally.
Whoa.
So no deal. Like they reached out. We're really interested in working with you. We wanted you to do one of your sketches on this Coca-Cola advert. Blah blah blah. $7,000 agreed. Blessed. I give them the concept. Bless. And then boom, they do their research. As soon as you work with a brand or a brand reach out to you, they start watching you. They start looking at your page. They start looking at your stories, and they're already watching you. But someone in the office saw this video and was like, we really want to work with this guy. He's talking about this. And then they said, yeah, let's not take the risk. And it pulled out. As soon as that happened, I learned no swearing, no talking about naughty stuff. And then I found out from my friend was on BBC and he smoked. I don't smoke, luckily. I don't smoke or drink, but he smokes. And he smokes, but it's not cigarettes. He filmed himself smoking and he's big. He's got a big following. He lost 70K. Yeah, had a 70K brand deal that was about to go through. And because he was smoking, he lost it. And I know that Bacardi had a big rapper. I'm not going to say no names, but there's a big rapper. And Bacardi was going to work with them. And they were smoking weed on their story. And they pulled out as well. And that was Bacardi, the drinks brand. And they pulled out from a big rapper. So there's loads of do's and don'ts. And obviously, we've all seen what's happened to No Clark. So that goes without saying. If you're in a professional setting, be professional. You should be professional in that way anyway, regardless of where you are. But just be extra professional. And I'd say if you're of an ethnic minority, it sounds bad to say, but just try to remember that wherever you are professionally, because some people look for a reason for us to fail. Do you know what I mean? So